powers of the universe. I am the charioteer of the east, lord of the past and of the future. I see by my own inward light, lord of resurrection. Coming forth from dusk in my birth is from the house of death. O ye to divine halls upon your pinnacles, keep watch over the universe. Ye accompanied by from the house of rest. I did the ship of Ra, dancing on the heights of heaven. Lord of the shrine, standeth in the center of the earth. Behold, he is in me, and I in him. Mine is the radiance wherein Pindar floated over the firmament. I travel upon high. I tread upon the firmament of new. They raise a flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye. Ever rushing on, the splendor of the daily glorified God, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I sing up all the mountains, celestial water shall flow at my word. For I am right on it. Ephra, created in the flesh. I am the idol of my father, Timur, Lord of the city of the sun. God of men is in my mouth. God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is a sanctuary of truth. And God sitteth upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day. The desire of my heart realizes itself. Is it of God when he created? I am eternal. Therefore all things are as my designs. Therefore all things obey my word. Therefore did thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence, unutterable wisdom. All light, all power, thought, Hermes, Mercury, Odin, by whatever name I call thee, thou art nameless to eternity. Come thou forth, I say, and aid and God be in this work of art. Thou, star of the east, that didst conduct the Magi, thou art the same present in heaven and hell. Thou that vibratest between the light and the darkness, rising, ascending, changing, ever the same. His son is thy father, the mother. Thing is only in its bosom, and earth ever nourished the changeless Godhead of thy youth. Come thou forth, I say, come thou. Being all spirit subject unto me, so the every spirit of the firmament, and of the ether, and of the earth, and of the earth, on dry land, and in the water of boiling air, and rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God, the vast one, may be obedient unto. I invoke the priestess of the silver star, Asi, curved one, by the ritual of silence. I may open the gate of bliss, I descend from the palace of the stars, I greet you, I embrace you. piercing of the scales of the crocodile, the breaking forth of the light. Okay, this is a hypnosis psychologist, part of God hypnosis, hypnosis communication program. We are going to do the invocation of Thoth, which is an Egyptian God hypnosis. So take the deepest breath of the day through your nose, hold it for 10 seconds. Let go, visualize the color red, and say, I am a flower. Take the second deepest breath of the day through your nose, hold it for 10 seconds, close your eyes. Let go, and say, I am Thoth, Hermes Trismegistus. Is the invocation of Thoth, which is essentially thought. The temple being in darkness, the speaker ascended and takes place. Let it begin by a ritual of the enterer as followeth. Este profani balasti ombeda. In the name of the mighty and terrible one, I proclaim that I have banished the shells unto their habitations. I invoke Tahuti, the Lord of wisdom and of utterance, the God that cometh forth from the veil. O thou, majesty of the Godhead, wisdom crowned Tahuti, Lord of the gates of the universe, thee I invoke. Thou that givest head, thee I invoke. Thou who wieldest the wand of double power, thee I invoke. Thou who bearest in thy left hand the rose and cross of light and life, thee I invoke. Thou whose head is as an emerald, and thy nemesis is the night, blue sky, thee I invoke. Thou whose skin is of a flaming orange as thou burned in the furnace, thee I invoke. Behold, I am yesterday, today, brother of tomorrow. I am born again and again. Mine is the unseen force whereof the gods are sprung, which is as life unto the dwellers in the watchtowers of the universe. I am the charioteer of the east, Lord of the past and of the future. I see by my own inward light, oh, resurrection cometh forth from the dusk. My birth is from the house of death. O ye two divine orbs upon your pinnacles, keep watch over the universe. Ye who company the fire from the house of rest, mighty the ship of Ra, advancing onwards to the heights of heaven. Lord of the shrine, standeth in the center of the earth. Behold, he is in me, and I in him. Mine is the radiance wherein Bida floated over the firmament. I travel upon high. I tread upon the firmament of new. I raise a flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye. on the splendor of the daily glorified God, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountains, celestial waters shall flow as my word. I am the bride on it, Ephraim, created in the flesh. I am the Eidolon of my father, Timur, Lord of the city of the sun. All of men's is in my mouth. God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is a sanctuary of truth. The God sitteth upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day. The desire of my heart realizes itself. Is that of Peter when he created. I am eternal. Therefore all things are as my designs. Therefore do all things obey my word. Therefore do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence. Unutterable wisdom. All light, all power, Thor. Hermes, Mercury, Odin, by whatever name I call thee, thou art nameless to eternity. Come thou forth, I say, and aid and guard me in this work of art. Thou, star of the east, that didst conduct the Magi, thou art the same all present in heaven and hell. Thou that vibratest between the light and the dark, rising, ascending, changing ever yet ever the same. The sun is thy father, the mother the moon. Wind hath borne thee in its bosom, and earth hath ever nourished the changeless Godhead of thy youth. Come thou forth, I say, come thou forth. Able spirit subject unto me. So be every spirit of the firmament, and of the ether, and of the earth, and under the earth, on dry land, and in the water of whirling air, and rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God, the vast one, may be obedient unto me. I invoke the priestess of the silver star, Asi, curved one, and the ritual of silence. I make open the gate of bliss. I descend from the palace of the stars. I greet you. I embrace you, O children of earth that are gathered together in the hall of darkness. The speech in the silence. Words against the son of night. The voice of Tahuti in the universe and presence of the eternal. Formulas of knowledge, the wisdom of breath, the root of vibration, the shaking of the invisible, the rolling asunder of the darkness, the becoming visible of matter, the piercing of the scales of the crocodile, the breaking forth of the light. Okay, this is a hypnosis psychologist, part of God hypnosis, hypnosis communication program. We are going to do the invocation of Thoth, which is an Egyptian God hypnosis. life unto the dwellers in the watchtowers of the universe. I am the charioteer of the east, Lord of the past and of the future. I see by my own inward light, Lord of resurrection. Cometh forth from the dusk, and my birth is from the house of death. O ye two divine walls upon your pinnacles, keep watch over the universe. Ye who company the fire from the house of rest, minded the ship of Ra, advancing onwards to the heights of heaven. Lord of the shrine, standeth in the center of the earth. Behold, he is in me, and I in him. Mine is the radiance wherein Ptah floateth over the firmament. I tread upon the firmament of new. They raise a flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye, ever rushing on. The splendor of the daily glorified Ra, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountains, the celestial waters shall flow at my word. I am Ra incarnate, Ephra, created in the flesh. I am the Eidolon of my father, Timu, Lord of the city of the sun. God of man's is in my mouth. God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is a sanctuary of truth. And God sitteth upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day. The desire of my heart realizes itself, is that of Ptah when he created. I am eternal. Therefore all things are as my designs. Therefore do all things obey my word. Therefore do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence, unutterable wisdom. All light, all power, Thor, Hermes, Mercury, Odin, by whatever name I call thee, thou art nameless to eternity. Come thou forth, I say again, and God be in this work of art. Thou, star of the east, that didst conduct the Magi, thou art the same all present in heaven and hell. Thou that vibratest between the light and the darkness, rising, ascending, changing, ever yet ever the same. The sun is thy father, the mother the moon. Wind hath borne thee in its bosom, and earth hath ever nourished the changeless Godhead of thy youth. Come thou forth, I say, come thou forth. Spirit subject unto me, so the every spirit of the firmament, and of the ether, and of the earth, and under the earth, on dry land, and in the water of boiling air, and rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God, the vast one, may be obedient unto me. I invoke
Big Jin, if you want to come on up. I'm going to invite you up, or maybe I can't.
Speech in silence, words against the son of night, the voice of Tahuti in the universe, and presence of the eternal, formulas of knowledge, the wisdom of breath, the root of vibration, the shaking of the invisible, the rolling asunder of the darkness, the becoming visible, the piercing of the scales of the crocodile, the breaking forth of the light.
So, Big Jin, this is Eliphas Levi. I recorded this document. You can Google this document. It's called The Thought Vindication. Eliphas Levi wrote it. I hope you enjoy it. If you want to raise your hand or put something in the comments, I can bring you up on the other account, but the other account's in another room. So, hope you enjoy. This is Eliphas Levi Thought Meditation.
Visualize the color red. Say, I am a flower. Take a second, take this breath in through your nose, hold it for 10 seconds, close your eyes.
Oh, there's my doctor. My doctor said, Doctor, just listen to the thought invocation. I'm meditating here. This is your birthday gift, Doctor. Don't worry, I'll get you up here. We're going to hang out, but this is your birthday gift. Do the meditation. Close your eyes. Breathe, Doctor, breathe. God damn it, breathe. I'm sure you told that to a bunch of people while they were dying on the battlefield, conquesting ancient Babylon, you ancient immortal bastard, you.
I rob, giving my life to the dwellers of earth. If I say, come up upon the mountains, the celestial waters shall flow at my word. I am the bride on it, Ephra, created in the flesh. I am the Eidolon, my father, Timu, Lord of the city of the sun. God commands is in my mouth. God of wisdom is in my heart. My tongue is a sanctuary of truth. And God sitteth upon my lips. My word is accomplished every day. The desire of my heart realizes itself. Is that of Pigda when he created. I am eternal. Therefore all things are as my designs. Therefore do all things obey my word. Therefore do thou come forth unto me from thine abode in the silence. Unutterable wisdom. All light, all power, Thor. Hermes, Mercury, Odin, by whatever name I call thee, thou art nameless to eternity. Come thou forth, I say, and aid and God be in this work of art. Thou, star of the east, that didst conduct the Magi, thou art the same oppressor in heaven and hell. Thou that vibratest between the light and the darkness, rising, ascending, changing, ever yet ever the same. The sun is thy father, the mother the moon. There is no fucking nomination. You know what I said about mine? What did I say about mine? That's bullshit of thy youth. Alright, so if you can't say what the fuck it is, then don't go somewhere with this bullshit.
Put your hands on her.
I said I was gonna put my hands on mine. So the every spirit of the firmament, and of the ether, and of the earth, and of the earth, on dry land, and the water of whirling air, and rushing fire, and every spell and scourge of God, the vast one, may be obedient.
It's free, guys. They don't have to help.
I invoke the
I know,
priestess of the
creating
silver
content over here on our conversation.
curved one.
Here, one thing I'm talking about. I know, I'm creating content.
Children of earth that are gathered together in the hall of darkness.
I know, I'm creating content over here of our conversation. Here, one thing I'm talking about.
Words against the son of night. The voice of Tahuti in the universe and the presence of the eternal.
It's free, guys. They don't have to help. Okay, what are you guys doing for veteran? What are you doing for the veteran creation? I'll post a link at the top.
Visible. The rolling was thunder of the darkness becomes communication of thought, which is an Egyptian God hypnosis. So take a deep breath of the day through your nose, hold for 10 seconds. Let go, visualize the color red, and say, I am a flower. Take the second deepest breath of the day through your nose, hold for 10 seconds. Close your
Savity, I just want to say, overcome your fears, my dear friends and listeners, and help save the universe. Overcome your fears and help us save the universe.
Just as sexually thought. The temple being in darkness, the speaker ascended into his place. Let him begin by ritual of the enterer as followeth. Progol, este profani, balasni, ombeda. In the name of the mighty and terrible one, I proclaim that I have banished the shells unto their habitations. I invoke Telti, the Lord of wisdom and of utterance, the God that cometh forth from the veil. O thou, majesty of the Godhead, wisdom crowned Telti, Lord of the gates of the universe, thee I invoke. Thou of the givenest head, thee I invoke. Thou who wieldest the wand of double power, thee I invoke. Thou who bearest in thy left hand the rose and cross of light and life, thee I invoke. The thou whose head is an emerald, and thy nemesis is the night, blue sky, thee I invoke. Thou whose skin is of the flaming orange as thou burned in the furnace, thee I invoke. Behold, I am yesterday, today, brother of tomorrow. I am born again and again. Mine is the unseen force whereof the are sprung, which is as life unto the dwellers in the watchtowers of the universe. I am the charioteer of the east, Lord of the past and of the future. I see by my own inward light, all of resurrection cometh forth from the dusk, and my birth is from the house of death. O ye two divine hawks upon your pinnacles, keep watch over the universe, ye who company the buyer from the house of rest. I did the ship of Ra advancing onwards to the heights of heaven. Lord of the shrine, stay in the center of the earth. Behold, he is in me, and I in him. Mine is the radiance wherein Pita floated over the firmament. I travel upon high. I tread upon the firmament of new. I raise a flashing flame with the lightning of mine eye. Ever rushing on, the splendor of the daily glorified Ra, giving my life to the dwellers of the earth. If I say, talking about having need for action. Generating and not possessing, being effective and not retaining, increasing and not dominating. This is the secret life. 30 spokes around the hub. In the nothingness consists the catcher's effectiveness. One hollows the clay and shapes it into pots. In its nothingness consists the pot's effectiveness. One cuts out doors and windows to make the chamber. In the nothingness consists the chamber's effectiveness. Therefore, what exists serves for position. What does not exist serves for effectiveness. The 5 colors blind men's eyes, the 5 tones deafen men's ears, the 5 flavors spoil men's palates. Running and chasing make men's hearts mad, rare goods confuse men's ways. Therefore the man of calling works for the body's needs, not for the eyes. He removes the other and takes this. Grace is as shameful as a fright. Honor is a great evil like the persona. What does this mean? Grace is as shameful as a fright. Grace is something inferior. One attains it and one is as a frightened. This is what is meant by grace is as shameful as fright. What does this mean? Honor is a great evil like the persona. The reason I experience great evil is that I have a persona. If I have no persona, what evil could I experience? Therefore, whosoever honors the world in his persona, to him one may entrust the world. Whosoever loves the world in his persona, to him one may hand over the world. We just spent 5 minutes of down and Shane invited out to this is your help moderator trying to get over to the account. Call or text 312-498-0517. Okay, welcome back everybody. This is the Empire is a magnificent construct. Tyrants without its own abilities.
I'd like to know if anyone here believes the rebellion plans its actions around the artificially constructed boundaries of our sectors.
Regional governors effectively control the territories.
Do you really think the rebels care about the lines we draw on maps?
While many of my colleagues think on a grand scale, they don't think about the little where problems begin.
They're so proud of themselves. So fat and satisfied.
And they always start small.
The rebellion.
The sickness, which kills both common man. For instance, close to now. Indwelling evidence shows itself in cries and magnificent evidence shows itself in evidence.
I'd like to know if anyone here believes the rebellion plans its actions around the artificially constructed boundaries of our sectors.
Regional governors effectively control the territories.
Do you really think the rebels care about the lines we draw on maps?
While many of my colleagues think skateboarders making a run. Oh, he busted his ass again and again and again and again. This guy's a madman. I feel crappy this camera. It's so fucking blurry. Okay, here we go. Skateboarders making a run. Oh,
And so you have to create a neutrality or an equilibrium. Smells by modifications. It is the smell which is not a smell. This is the only reasonable description for the experience. Being contrary to reason, it is only reasonable that the words describing it should be contrary to reason too. Similarly, concentration on the tip of the tongue gives the ideal taste on the dorsum of the tongue. Ideal contact. Every atom of the body comes into contact with every atom in the universe all at once. Is the description Bikuangam Mateya gives of it. The root of the tongue gives the ideal sound and the pharynx the ideal sight. The samadhi par excellence, however, is Atma Darshana, which for some Hindus not the least instructed is the first real samadhi, for even the visions of God and of the self are tainted by form. In Atma Darshana, the all is manifested as the one. It is the universe freed from its conditions. Some call it M theory. Not only are all forms and ideas destroyed, but also those conceptions which are implicit in our ideas of those ideas. Each part of the universe has become the whole. Phenomena and noumena are no longer opposed. But it is quite impossible to describe this state of mind. One can only specify.
Okay, here we go. So this is Rivers Casino in Des Plaines, Illinois. It's the #1 grossing casino in the entire state of Illinois. It has 2 or 3 very large bars, 3 to 4 great restaurants. There is no hotel, but it is a dope casino. Thanks for
The world catches a cold because of these stupid people that we have to South America. We love the South American countries. Oh, thank you. I'm a Christian.
nothing difficult about the Great Way, but avoid choosing. Only when you neither love nor hate does it bear in all clarity. A hair's breadth of deviation from it, and a deep gulf is set between heaven and earth. If you want to get hold of what it looks like, do not be anti or pro anything. The conflict of longing and loathing, this is the disease of the mind. Not knowing the profound meaning of things, we disturb our original peace of mind to no purpose perfect like great space. The way has nothing lacking, nothing in excess, truly because of our accepting and rejecting we have not the suchness of things. Neither follow after nor dwell with the doctrine of
void. The mind is at peace. These wrong views disappear of themselves. When passivity is stopped and passivity obtains, the passivity again is a state of activity. Remaining in movement or quiescence, how shall we know the one? Not thoroughly understanding the unity of the way both activity and quiescence are failures. If you get rid of phenomena, all things are lost. What does not exist serves for effectiveness. The 5 colors blind men's eyes, the 5 tones deafen men's ears, the 5 flavors spoil men's palates. Running and chasing make men's hearts mad, mere goods confuse men's ways. Therefore the man of calling works for the body's needs, not for the eyes. He removes the other and takes this. Grace is as shameful as a fright. Honor is a great evil like the persona. What does this mean? Grace is shameful as a fright. Grace is something inferior. One attains it in one is evil. This is what is meant by grace. Right. What does this mean? Honor is a great evil like the persona. The reason I experience great evil is that I have a persona. If I have no persona, what evil could I experience? Therefore, whosoever honors the world in his persona, to him one may entrust the world. Whosoever loves the world in his persona, to him one may hand over the world. This has been 5 minutes of gouging right up to. This is your humble reader, Dracula.com. Caller text 312-490-517. Okay, welcome back, everybody. This is part 2 of Louses Dungeon. This is 5-minute Olds on Louses. This is Dracula.com at 312-490-517. The spirit of the valley never dies. It is called a female. The gateway of the dark female is called the root of heaven and earth. Uninterrupted, is so persistent, it is effective without effort. Heaven is eternal and earth lasting. They are lasting and eternal. Because they do not live for themselves, therefore can they live forever. Thus also is the man of calling, he disregards himself. And his self is increased. He gives himself away, and his self is preserved. It is not thus, because he desires nothing as his own. His own is completed. The highest benevolence is like water. The benevolence of water is to benefit all beings without strife. It dwells in places which man despises. Therefore it stands close to Tao. Indwelling benevolence shows itself in place. In thinking benevolence shows itself in depth. In giving benevolence shows itself in love. In speech benevolence shows itself in truth. In ruling benevolence shows itself in order. In working benevolence shows itself in competence. In movement benevolence shows itself in timing. He who does not assert himself thereby remains free of blame. To hold on to something and thereby make it overflow, this is not worthwhile. To make use of something and still keep it sharp, this cannot be sustained for long. A pan is full of gold and diamonds that nobody can protect. To be rich and titled and elegant into the bargain, this in itself attracts misfortune. When the work is done, it is time to withdraw. This is the cow of heaven. So that she encompasses the one without dispersing herself. Can you preserves for effectiveness. The 5 colors blind men's eyes, the 5 tones deafen men's ears, the 5 flavors spoil men's palates. Running and chasing make men's hearts mad, rare goods confuse men's ways. Left button works for the body's needs, not for the activists. He removes other intakes. This grace is as shameful as a feat. Honor is able by the purpose. What does this mean? Grace is as shameful as a fight. Grace is something inferior. One attains it and one is as if frightened. This is what's meant by grace is as shameful as fright. What does this honor is a great evil like the persona. The reason I experience great evil is that I have a persona. If I have no persona, what evil could I experience? Therefore, whosoever honors the world in his persona, to him one may entrust the world. Whosoever loves the world in his persona, to him one may hand over the world. Praises and violence of now reaching not to this is your humble reader, Dracula.com. Caller text 312-490-517. Okay, welcome back, everybody. This is part 2 of Lots of Astonishing. This is the 5-minute pulse on Lots. This is JohnKeeler.com at 312-490-517. The spirit of the valley never dies. It is called the female. The gateway of the dark female is called the root of heaven and earth. Uninterrupted, it is so persistent, it is effective without effort. Heaven is eternal and earth lasting. They are lasting and eternal, because they do not live for themselves, therefore can they live forever. Thus also is the man of calling, he disregards himself, and his self is increased. He gives himself away, and his self is preserved. Thus, because he desires nothing as his own is completed. The highest benevolence is like water. The benevolence of water is to benefit all beings without strife. It dwells in places which man despises. For instance, close to Tao. Indwelling benevolence shows itself in place. In thinking, benevolence shows itself in depth. In giving, benevolence shows itself in love. In speech, benevolence shows itself in truth. In ruling, benevolence shows itself in order. In working, benevolence shows itself in competence. In movement, benevolence shows itself in timing. He who does not assert himself thereby remains free of blame. To hold on to something and thereby make it overflow, this is not worthwhile. To make use of something and still keep it sharp, this cannot be sustained for long. A palace full of gold and diamonds nobody can protect. To be rich and entitled is five flavors oil men's palates. Running chasing make men's hearts mad. Rare goods confuse men's ways. Therefore the man of calling works for the body's needs, not for the eyes. He removes the other and takes this. Grace is as shameful as a fright. Honor is a great evil like the persona. What does this mean? Grace is as shameful as a fright. Grace is something inferior. What attains it in one is as if frightened. This is what is meant by grace is a shameful as fright. What does this mean? Honor is a great evil like the persona. The reason I experience great evil is that I have a persona. If I have no persona, what evil could I experience? Therefore, whosoever honors the world in his persona, to him one may entrust the world. Whosoever loves the world in his persona, to him one may hand over the world. This has been 5 minutes of gouge right out. This is your humble radio Dracula.com. Caller tax 312-490-517. Okay, welcome back, everybody. This is part 2 of Louses Damaging. This is the 5-minute pulse on Louses. This is Dracula.com. 312-490-517. The spirit of the valley never dies. It is called the female. The gateway of the dark female is called the road of heaven and earth. Uninterrupted, it is so persistent, it is effective without effort. Heaven is eternal and earth lasting. They are lasting and eternal, because they do not live for themselves, therefore can they live forever. Thus also is the man of calling, he disregards himself, and his self is increased. He gives himself away, and his self is preserved. It is not thus, because he deserves. The highest benevolence is like water. The benevolence of water is to benefit all beings without strife. It dwells in places which man despises. Therefore it stands close to Tao. Indwelling benevolence shows itself in place. In thinking benevolence shows itself in depth. In giving benevolence shows itself in love. In speech benevolence shows itself in truth. In running benevolence shows itself in love. In working benevolence shows itself in competence. In openness benevolence shows itself in timing. He who does not assert himself thereby remains free of believers. To hold on to something and thereby make it overflow. This is not worthwhile. To make use of something and still keep it sharp, this cannot be sustained for long. A pen is full of gold O'Reilly, though 517. The spirit of the valley never dies. It is called the female. The gateway of the dark female is called the root of heaven and earth. Uninterrupted, it is so persistent, it is effective without effort. Heaven is eternal and earth lasting. They are lasting and eternal. Because they do not live for themselves, therefore can they live forever. Thus also is the man
What's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Oh, arguing with Vero, this fucking fat black fucker bitch that fucking went, oh, I'm a veteran to a veteran. I'm like, bitch, your fat ass out on a fucking boat in the Navy, and you were a meteorologist. Don't tell me you were fucking a vet like me. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing this morning. Or at least recently, since I was listening to you meditate.
Yeah, I'm meditating on your bliss and joy and your peace and your love and your wealth and your power and your health.
I chose violence today.
Well, war is not necessarily violence. War is actually...
I didn't say war, I said violence.
Well, violence.
Violense.
Check out my text message. What do you think about my picture?
All I saw is you had a hand raised and said hi. Image. Oh, all seeing eye. Hi. I did it. Funny.
Pretty cool, though.
At least you didn't put your tongue through it.
You know, I was playing with my tongue today, and I was looking at it, and I was like, God damn, is the tongue alive?
It's your glosseal. I mean...
Well, it's about relativity, meaning, like, if you grow out a really long beard, you can say to yourself...
Cranial nerve number 7 is the tongue?
Huh?
Cranial nerve number 7 is a cranial nerve. Like, the things that... You have, like, 10 main cranial nerves that...
There's 12. No. There's 12. There's 12.
Oh, 12. I forgot. Dude, that's been so long since I've been in there.
Only reason I know that is because it's the exact same number as the 12 tribes of Israel.
Oh, okay.
I saw this once in a visualization.
I'll never forget.
I saw a picture of it once, and I was like,
I know
sons of
cranial nerve,
bitches.
number one is your nose, your olfactory sensor. 2 is your eyes, which is your retinal, and then like 3 is like what holds your eye open when you open your eyes, and 7 is what closes your eyes. But 7 is also what affects your tongue. That's all I remember off the top of my head.
Well, you know what's amazing is when you see all the visualizations with the occult overlays or the religious overlays, it's all biological in number, and you're like, sons of bitches. They did anatomy, because of course they did anatomy. They
were cutting chickens apart. They were cutting fucking animals apart, and you knew it was the inside of an animal, and you kind of be like, oh, this connect. Oh, that's what that. They knew what kidneys were. They might have been different within the human body, but essentially we were still the same. Because even when people got in accidents, you could see their insides. So you knew that we had the same thing they did. They just looked a little different. And like we figured this out because we just slaughtered the shit out of animals. It's not like it was like some divine fucking like understanding that came to them. It's fucking learned, lived.
Yeah, dude. Well, I feel like I feel like based on what I've heard you say, because one time, I don't know, just a couple of days ago, you were talking about how the ears are the canals to the temple, and the temple is, if you're
the gate, the brain. I got that from you. The ears of the temple, or the gates to the temple. The temple is your mind, and what you allow to reach your temple is what you're listening to and what you're allowing to affect you.
Right. So when I heard you say that, I was like, God damn. I'm like, this guy gets it. And then you reinforced it for me. And I really, really thought about that. And I've heard other things about it now. And it's like, holy shit. It's like, we're a goddamn computer system. And our lives are technically based off of the words that we're listening to. Like everything we're doing, our whole program.
All about our input and then how we output from our
right. Our fucking output's based on the word input. So fucking motherfucker. Hypothesis, because we'll present it as a hypothesis, because to claim it as a maxim, people will be very upset. The point is, if your brain is a computer system based off of word input, why are you allowing your brain to get hacked by other people's word input, aka their temple emitting into your temple?
Yeah, and dude, trust me, I get this. That's why I kind of like this app, because, early on, I would let people get me fucking completely riled up, like get my pressure moved. Just because I get loud now doesn't mean I've got my blood pressure up. But I used to let people get my blood pressure going. And, like, training for me, honestly. Because I don't think who I was in 2021 when my mom passed, I don't think I'm even remotely that same person. I really don't.
Well, I gotta say, like, if I were to like say we were like meeting with each other regularly in the real world, instead of saying like, "Wow, dude, I hate to say this, but did you lose weight?"
Actually, I've gained weight since my mom died.
No,
I was down to 143 pounds.
No, see, that's what I would say to big fat black women. And then they'd be like, "Oh, really? You think I lost weight?" And then, but what I'm trying to tell you is, you seem like you're doing a lot better psychologically.
Oh, 100%. And I attribute it to, your teachings and this app and my ability not to have to go anywhere to be able to have good conversation. And obviously there's conversation on here, but that's where, when you told me about like the ears of the temple or the gates to the temple of your mind, like that's when I really started like listening to the rooms of what people are saying, and like, do I really want to put this in my head and what they're saying, or do I just need to go find another room?
So
that's typically what
So when I met you on Instagram, what were you putting in your mind, and what were your emotions like when we met? Because like basically what you're claiming is that your IQ and your EQ has been raised significantly.
Oh, 100.
I mean, can you really
Yeah.
you can't really confirm that though. So I guess what I'm trying to
Anecdotally and subjectively, yes, I can. Objectively,
Okay, then
honestly,
say something
honestly,
smart.
objectively,
Okay,
honestly,
prove it.
objectively,
Prove
you
it.
can also.
Quickly, say something smart.
The more I talk, the further away from the truth I get.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, what I have told you is you are now a teacher in terms of meditation because you have to. It's so there's a company. It's called Centerpoint Research, and the founder is dead. But I have his CD, and so Centerpoint Research really deals with technology communication or information technology. And so the essence of all this software programmatic development basically is built off of meditational practices or silencing the mind to create really innovative solutions, advanced communication technologies. And so, basically you are an instructor in mind control and brain control for objective purposes or trying to determine solutions to problems or solving goals. And so, I'm just telling you that, like, if you're aware of that, you should not allow yourself any further to ever go into any other room unless you're the creator of your own room. If you go into somebody else's room, it should be to destroy that communication and then draw them to your communication. And so, if you really go,
I'd rather get more flies with honey than vinegar.
well, then do it that way. However you're going to do it, the point is you're a teacher and you're a professor in the university. So Mazel Tov.
But
Dr. Sellers. Did you ever think you'd have an honorary doctorate degree?
Your glass with the ice in it.
Did you ever think you'd have a doctorate degree?
Huh?
Did you ever think you'd be known as Dr. Sellers?
Doc Sellers?
No, Dr. Sellers.
Doc Sellers. I'm not a doctor, I'm a doc.
No, you have an honor conferred upon you.
Yeah, maybe a PhD in philosophy.
I actually have the power to confer degrees. Did you know that? Because I'm the creator of John Kidover University on Instagram. I'm a doctor, sir, and I'm the founding president of my own university. And I would like to pronounce a doctoral degree upon you, Brian Sellers.
Hey, I'll take an honorary degree. I ain't going back to school except for this fall, but I'm taking cooking classes. I'm going to culinary school in August next month. I told you about that, didn't I?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, because, like, I love food, and I want to meet women, but I don't want to do it on the internet. So I'm going to school where it has the technical college that we have around here. It has a culinary school, and I'm just going to audit it. So I'm going to pay for the classes, but I don't get a grade or a credit for it, but I get to go to the classes and shit.
Mhm.
So I'm just going to go to the classes, and meet women, and if they like to cook, I mean, I'm meeting women that like to do my favorite thing is like eat. So, it's a way for me to pick up women. They might be a little bit young, but I mean, at least I know they like to cook food.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, banging a 22-year-old at 49 isn't a bad idea. Just as long as she can make me food after we're done. From the bed likes to carry me stew. But I've seen bitches these days, they don't even know how to fucking, they burn fucking water.
Yeah, but
Man, I just want to find somebody that reminds me of my mama. Because my mama, when I was growing up, like, we would spend hours in the kitchen, and she'd teach me how to cook. And I used to love hanging out with her and cooking. I just want to have that kind of relationship with a woman on a meaningful level.
so you're not thinking advanced enough.
Up and all that crap.
You're still thinking emotionally.
Oh, I mean, I do have a heart.
It's time to crush your heart and turn it into
It's
dust.
already been done 2 times. I'm finally putting it back together.
Alan Watts, he said he was in communication with some great, philosopher, and He said, "How are you, Alan?" He says, "As for me, I'm trying to repair every relationship I've ever had in my life, and I'm trying to create more beautiful relationships in my life before I pass." And so, Alan Watts really was a very positive neurolinguistic programmer. And so everything you do from here on out is always, um, all the way up, stay strong, move fast. So it's only up from here. That's the way somebody told me one day. And I was like, God damn. I was like, I can't refute that fucking logic. And it's, thank you. But he didn't really have much more profound logic than that. And so I just declare to you that as a doctor of John Kidover University, if you were to actually read to me Marcus Aurelius, I would listen to every single word you told me. But I will also listen to any other book you want to read to me, and I'll record it on behalf of the university. What do you say about that, Dr. Sellers?
I would say that I don't have my Marcus Aurelius book because I read it like 3 times, and then a whole bunch of little pieces part in between. And then a friend of mine came over and he was having a rough time because he was breaking up with this old lady, and I gave him the book.
Well, aren't you lucky you have a doctoral friend in Chicago who has a copy at his disposal and who can read the wise words that were written in the world of the wild. Oh!
I'll get it again. I gave my Zoroaster, the Parsi philosophy book away, but I read that one about Ahura Mazda. That's one you need to read. That was actually like a really interesting version of like religion and duality.
I have it. You want to hear it?
Right now, no.
I didn't think you would, because you have no power of concentration. You don't know the secret to meditation yet. I can tell you have yet to really truly receive your doctoral degree.
I just spent fucking an hour and a half like planting fucking seeds in my garden. Tell me I don't have no concentration. What?
Okay, let me ask you this.
But my meditation was planting. Jesus.
Who's the greater prophet, Brian Sellers or John Kidover?
Within my life, I would say John.
Ooh, wow. So you give it up. You're letting me infiltrate your kingdom and your temple because you think that you...
No, I think that you are a learned man that I can learn from. I'm not saying that you control me, but it doesn't mean that I can't, understand and learn from
No, as your friend, I got to tell you, when you let somebody into your temple, you are letting yourself be hypnotized.
Well, I mean, yeah, you hypnotized me to the point that I know that there were people out there that, before I even got on Clown House, I didn't even know what trolling really was. And then, then I found out, how you behave within this environment. That's when you got your, troll 22 award.
22.
Or 2022, was that what it was? Yeah, with the award ceremony 22, but it was early 22. Because of what you've done the previous season. But yeah, dude, I mean, I've learned so much just from, experience.
But there's not much to learn other than stop thinking and end your problems.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, do you realize I have letters that I haven't opened and I've stuck stickers on them with tarot cards because I'm like, there's no point in even opening this letter because it's just a hypnosis.
Oh, no, I handle my business. I open up all my mail.
I don't. It's a hypnosis. What's the difference between mail, television, radio, cell phone? It's all just words.
Well, it's communication on contracts that I've written.
Oh, I see. Nothing to do with nothing I've written. It's just a bunch of people trying to fuck with me.
Oh, well, paying off, agreements that I've agreed to, making sure that I make sure my yes is my yes and my no is my no. I don't ever owe anybody fucking anything. That's the one thing. I don't even have a fucking credit card. I mean, I have a debit card, but I don't have no credit cards. I take that back. I actually do have a credit card. It's on the bottom attached to my fucking debit card, so if I go to zero, then that starts to pick up. But other than that, I don't owe anybody shit.
All right, so can you tell me 3 maxims or aphorisms?
Future say, man that go to bed with itchy butt, wake up with sticky finger?
Okay, try to say something smart. Nothing funny. It's a challenge. I challenge you to tell me the gospel in one sentence.
You asked me, I'm going to tell you that my affirmations are literally of the religious philosophical realm, not the reality of what I live in.
Okay. Say something smart. Give me 3 aphorisms.
What do you consider a maxim? Like
It's an all or nothing statement.
Oh.
You could say "give me liberty" or "give me death" as an aphorism or a maxim.
No, that's too patriotic.
Patrick Henry, baby. Don't knock until you try him.
From time to time, the tree of liberty must be fertilized with the blood of pirates and patriots.
No. I already taught you one, which is stop thinking and end your problems.
That's not going to happen. My mouth runs 24/7.
It doesn't matter. It's a maxim or an aphorism. I'm trying to get you to say maxims and aphorisms. I can read you maxims and aphorisms. Do you want to hear some?
How about the more I speak about ill to the people that I do not like, is allowing them to live rent-free in my brain.
Okay, I'll write that one down. I'll put that in your memoir. What's your second one?
It seems the worst days of my life always tend to follow the happiest moments that I've experienced.
All right, number 2. What's your third one?
Is a friend until they prove to me they're not.
All right, those are your 3 maxims and aphorisms. How would you grade yourself on an IQ scale of 1 to 100?
100 being what?
The smartest man who ever lived.
Well, I'm nowhere near Jesus, so I'd say 50.
All right, so you're 50-50. All right, I'm going to answer my own question with my 3 maxims or aphorisms. Are you ready to receive my maxims and aphorisms in contrast to your maxims and aphorisms?
Hello?
Okay, that's my first maxim and aphorism. How'd you like them beans? You think you are the original Cool Beans, but what you have to understand, Brian, is that in the psychedelic state, I am you and you are me. And so when you listen to me, I am letting you use me as your speaker. And this is what real friendship is actually letting me be your speaker. Imagine if I was your
speaker.
Imagine if I was your doctor in Iraq servicing you on the battlefield, and you gave up your faith to me to help you, to save you, just in the same way that soldiers looked in your eyes and said, Brian, save me, save me, save me, save me, help me, save me, save me.
Tell my wife this, tell my kids that.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Tell my mom I love her. Tell my
wow.
wife this, tell my kids that. The tell my is, like, I hate hearing tell my. Like, hey, tell this. I'm like, I ain't telling nobody shit.
Tell my.
I hate hearing tell my.
So what were some of the nicest tell my's that you heard when you saw people bleeding out?
It's private. But it's patient. Patient.
It's just poetry, man. It's their last.
Yeah, it's personal.
So it's not personal, yeah. It's not a legal thing. Just you can say it for the poetry sake.
It's not personal between me, them, and the person I had to talk to.
All right, then I'll drop it. I mean, Brian, I'm not trying to be confrontational here, man. I want to have
I'm just saying, you couldn't make me talk about it.
Brian, you can say whatever you want to say.
Not specifics anyway.
I'm trying to get great content out of you because both you and I are time capsule. So my goal is to create a very high value time capsule for America, and we have to try to create these time capsules for future generations who are going to struggle here. People have to know the truth, especially about 9/11, and in a successful campaign. And the treasury is very valuable. As a collector of fine art and jewels and gold and silver and rubies and emeralds and diamonds and pearls and dollars and history.
Rubies are running out.
Yeah,
running out of rubies on the planet.
When I was young and we were in the computer lab in the basement of our school in junior high, we played this game called the Oregon Trail on apples. And
I played the Oregon Trail and tried to go across the river, and the whole family drowned.
So what's the most valuable precious gem that the settlers discovered in the video game?
I don't recall.
It was called red.
I remember loading up my wagon and getting all the right supplies, and then having to redo everything and wait for the river, and then the river's too high, forge the river, everybody's drowned and died, all that kind of crap.
It was called like a red ruby dragon. If you found that in the game, you became like a millionaire. And I found it was like constant. You could find it, and I fucking basically figured out that game, how to become rich. And what I'm saying is,
all the way to Oregon, apparently.
What I'm saying is that was a video game hypnosis that software developers in Silicon Valley created for kids around the world. But the point is that your temple, Brian, is probably the rarest temple in the world because it's American history living on day by day, being reincarnated like Bill Murray in Groundhog Day. And every day, in every way, you have to remember your rank and position and responsibility to communicate professionalism as a soldier on Clown House and help these fucking jigaboos. And so you have to really try to be patient with them. But I wouldn't rely on your programming. I would rely on reading books to these jigaboos and do like a Dr. Brian Sellers story hour with Drag Time DJ Pack and Ox.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Larry. I was in a room with him earlier this morning. That faggot ass training is fucking weird, dude.
It's not about weird. It's about trying to give them some peace of mind, because some of these people, A, they may kill themselves. B, they may kill others. C, their lives are depressed, horrible pieces of shit, and they themselves are horrible, terrible human beings with no morals or virtues at all, and no intelligence. They couldn't even get a fucking 19 on an ACT. The point is, they're fucking horrible. They're terrible. And so this is your opportunity as a good man to find the bad people. The bad people were made for the good men. So build these men. You got no choice but to try to create some new soldiers, soldier. What are you waiting for?
But I don't do it audibly. Like, I spent, after I got done doing my garden this morning, I went and visited with some of the old folks around here. And they had some young folks with them. I guess their kids or grandkids are staying with them. And they looked at me like I knew what I was doing. I was like, damn, I don't even know what I'm doing. But they looked at me like I did, so I just faked it until I, made it. But yeah, man, I mean, but I'm building up the people around me, and the people around me in my community, they trust me. I talked about like growing these pumpkins. I'm like, hey, when I get these pumpkins grown in like 2 months, I want one. And they're like, everybody's like, hell yeah. So, I mean, they're 100 pound pumpkins, so they'll be nice. They'll be done in just before Halloween.
Rude boy, nice Shalom, Brian. All right.
I'm the master of my universe too.
Brian, I just want to quote you one verse from Corinthians 1:20. All of God's promises have been fulfilled in Christ with a resounding
Yes.
And I believe that because I believe in Christ.
What's the stronger word, yes or no?
Depends on your subjective understanding.
You're such a motherfucker. You motherfucker. What is the stronger word, yes or no? Tell me, soldier. Huh! Give me your honest, just give me a yes or no response. Yes or no? Yes or no? Ah!
I just gave you your answer.
Okay, let me ask you a question again. What is the stronger word, yes or no?
I said stronger would be yes. More offensive is no.
It's a simple question. You have to only respond yes or no. What is the stronger word, yes or no?
I already gave you the fucking answer.
No. There's rules to the question. What is the stronger word, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, you passed the test. Congratulations. If you can't, honestly, if you can't pass that test, there is no way.
You have no willpower.
Huh?
Hmm?
If you can't pass the yes or no test, which is the stronger word, there is no way that you can't be hired if you can't actually say yes or no to a question.
Yes is a stronger word.
See, I know.
I said, and because I said no is more offensive, that's where you said, oh, it's just yes or no. I'm like, literally, I just gave you what yes and no mean to me.
I know, but
But you want to keep me in a fucking cubicle, you fucking corporate.
No, well, I'm trying to basically teach you, meaning that like, you're in the green room and I'm showing a magic trick that I'm about to show the stage, and so this is a trick that these hosts do. They ask questions. And every question is a trick question. And once you know that, and then you're in the green room and then the magician or the comedian is showing you his jokes and tricks, you're like, you're such a bitch. I can't wait to see you do it to all these people. Oh. So like if I showed you all my tricks and then you saw me do it to the people, you'd be like, ha, damn, he's fucking, he's right. Like this is pretty smart. But the audience will know what I did as well afterwards. But the point is you get, first taste, or basically you're in the kitchen with the cooks and they give you the entrees and the specials so you can sell it to the floor, to all the country club members, to the clown house members.
Yeah. Man.
Can't you just take my whiskey?
I feel like I'm about to get in a fight today.
Can't you just take my whiskey grapefruit? Can't you just let me be your mouth? Can't you just meditate for me and be silent?
No, I mean, I don't care. My mouth doesn't really get me into anything that my ass can't get me out of.
Can't you just let it go?
No. I got people that owe me money, and I'm tired of them owing me money.
Ugh, you sound terrible.
Oh. So I'm about to either go over there and whip their ass, or I'm going to take some of their shit that will make that money back right in my head.
Well, don't take more than what you're owed. If you do, then you're fucked.
No, I no. My guess is my yes, and my no is my no. I don't think either one is stronger unless, you have conviction behind what you say as your yes is your yes and your no is your no. That's the reality of yes and no. It's the conviction of whether you actually mean it. Because people will tell you yes, but it actually means no. And people will tell you no, but it actually means yes. It's the conviction behind the word. It's not the word itself.
Okay, so and
that's an affirmation of the day.
Okay, so I heard the affirmation. You want to repeat it again?
Make your yes, your no, your no. Otherwise, you're a bitch.
Okay, I know.
It's literally all behind the idea of like whether you're committed to making your yes, your no, your no.
Okay, go ahead.
Tell you, I promise I'll be over there tonight, and they don't show up. That means your yes ain't worth shit. So
okay.
Your yes isn't strong.
Okay, tell us your affirmation. They can repeat it themselves. Go ahead.
Make your yes, and your no, your no. Because without the ability to back up your words, yes and no have no value.
Okay. Thank you so much for that submission. Do you want to tell all these Christian listeners what the... I challenge you, Dr. Brian Sellers, to tell these Christian listeners, what is the gospel in one sentence?
Proverbs 22:6. Train up a child the way he should go, and when he is old, he shall not depart from it. It means teach a kid right from wrong. It doesn't mean he's going to do wrong. It just means when he's doing wrong, he knows he's doing wrong.
Okay, so good and evil, right? Bad and good?
But it's a matter of culture.
Okay. Matter of culture. So, what are you going to do to your neighbors over here to get your money back, or what are you going to take?
I don't know. I might take his tractor.
Okay. You're going to take tractor. And what's going to be the repercussion of taking this guy's tractor?
He's going to find here's my money.
Okay, and what is the police officer, arresting officer, going to say to you when he puts the handcuffs behind your back?
I have a contract that says that if he defrauds on payments, that I can take his tractor, which I have in paperwork, and then I will, at that time, tell him that this is not a criminal matter, this is a civil matter.
Okay, congratulations. Good luck with all that. I hope things work out well
I got
for
the
you.
paperwork.
Make sure you come on Clown House and tell everybody what happened after you drive that tractor all the way down.
I pointed a gun at the cop fucking like 5 days ago. The motherfucker passed my no trespassing sign, came into my courtyard, and started to walk up to my fucking front door.
I'm gonna go refresh this cocktail. I'll be right back.
I grabbed my gun and I cleared the corner. I'm literally looking at a cop pointing a flashlight, and I can't even tell it's a cop. I just see a flashlight, and I'm pointing my 9mm Beretta straight at this motherfucker's center mass. And he's like, "Hey, we're just checking on you, man. We got a call." I'm like, "Who the fuck called you? Like, why the fuck did you come past why are you trespassing?" He's like, "We just need to talk to you. Come out here and we'll talk to you." I'm like, "Get the fuck off. Go outside my courtyard, and I'll come out there and talk to you, and I'll leave this gun in here." And he's like, "All right." And he walked off my property and went out in walked out my front yard outside my fucking gate. And I went out there and talked to them, and they weren't even fucking at the right fucking house. They were looking at the house that's back, back about like 10 acres way back behind me. Dude, I almost literally died and or killed a cop. And honestly, there were 4 more cops out there, so if I'd have shot that cop, I would have been dead because the other 4 would have just like burnt my ass. But, life is full of fucking surprises, son. But no, these cops around here know me fucking well because it was like all 4 deputy sheriffs in my county that were on duty were at my house. That means the rest of the county, there were no deputy sheriffs in the whole fucking county.
All right, Brian, are you still here?
If they call the cops on me,
Brian,
they're calling the cops, I'm calling the cops.
Brian, man, I'm talking to you with good spirit here. I got to tell you something important, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. In the Invocation of Thoth, there's a part of it where it says that at the center of the
Those
earth.
hoes over there?
Huh?
Thoth? Like those hoes over there?
Thoth Hermes Trismegistus. This is the Invocation by Eliphas Levi. You were listening to it. I gave it to you as your birthday gift. At the center of the earth, there is an altar, and there is a goddess of the silver star. Do you know her name? Huh?
Gaia.
No, Asi, the curved one. So what is the most powerful object on the internet? A woman's curved ass. It's the curved one. A woman, that ass, the curve, it's essentially the Nike swoosh, which is communication. So again, this goes back to the temple, meaning that whatever you say is also going into other people's temples. So when you go back into the Clown House world, or you go back into the Valdosta world, in your town or whatever, or you go on Instagram or you go on YouTube or whatever, just know that everything you say, if there's a listener, you're going into their temple whether they like it or not. So at least try to say good things, you know? It's like the crescent moon. It's curved. It's the woman's ass. I mean, I'm an ass man. I don't care about your fake titties. Like, if you ain't got a great ass, I mean, get lost, loser.
I ain't got no ass at all, so I'll stay away from you.
You got whiskey ass.
No, it's old man disease. No ass at all.
Well, that's why we're gonna fuse you onto Jazzy's body.
Oh, Jesus Lord, man, Joseph, she wants me so bad.
Imagine if, like,
she wants me so bad.
imagine you were dying of cancer and, like, there was a procedure where you could get fused to Jazzy's back and, like, you had to become, like,
Let me die.
Good.
Let me go into that.
What
Rage against the dying of the life.
What if you had to become like a parasitic human being, and you had to permanently get fused to a younger body?
No, I already did it once on my mind.
It's like a caterpillar. It's like caterpillar surgery. Have you heard about the latest trans plastic surgery? It's called caterpillars.
I don't want it either.
It's a joke.
Well, again, like I tell you with my mouth, but I don't want that shit crossing in my ears. Like when people used to like show me shit when I got back to my rack, they'd be like, "Hey, look at this," and they'd show me their bone and show me a video or something. I'm like, "Why the fuck are you watching this shit? Why do you make me watch it? Like you're ruining my brain. Like who the fuck wants to see a guy, you know, getting impaled, fucking a horse and dying because it pierced his lung?" Like, dude, the shit they used to watch on the internet back in the day drove me nuts. But, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, I'm going to jump out of here, man. It's good talking to you, John. I guess that you're on the other line or something, or you're taking a piss, or... I'm going to say bye. What's 10 seconds now? Dude.
Yo.
But
Yeah, I just I stepped out of the room. I left my cocktail in the kitchen, so I just wanted to call you back up and say, you know, at least goodbye, etc. You know, put respect on that name, Dr. Sellers.
dude, I literally I counted from 20 to 0 and you didn't come back, so I just turned it off.
I know. It's a walk. It's like a half a block of walk to the back of my house.
It's a waka block.
Waka flocka.
Real waka block.
Anyways, so yeah, I don't really have anything other to tell you other than you're an infinite, immortal, eternal spirit being. So congratulations and mazel tov.
Likewise.
So if there's nothing else to be said, what else can we do? What's the goals for the day?
I went and visited and I worked in my garden. I'll probably eat something here soon and take a nap. And then I'll wake up and I'll probably go clean up some tools and stuff in the garage and straighten up. just for the day.
Well, if you were going to draw a picture of God, how would you do it?
Wouldn't have a base. What's that? The painting, like the Starry Night. Wasn't that Van Gogh that did that?
Mm-hmm.
It'd be something like that.
I mean, you couldn't just say I'd like paint the Milky Way or something.
Well, but I want to. But it wasn't just the galaxy. It was also, you know, the culture of people that were made in his image. Also, it wasn't just one, you know, idea within that painting. Because if he'd just done nothing but the sky, it wouldn't have the same, you know, aspect if he didn't have the town within the painting. You know, so that brings the galaxy and the universe to, you know, the vessels that we are.
Okay, let me ask you a role reversal proposition question. I want you to interview me as if you were the host of the Brian Sellers podcast and I was a guest on your show, like Theo Vaughn, interviewing Robert F. Kennedy. What would you ask me, your friend John Kidd over in Chicago? Well, how would you pick my brain if I were to, you know, if I were to let you get into my temple and ask me anything you wanted to know about my past, anything you wanted to know about my opinion, or anything you wanted to know about my thoughts about the future, and you were to use my brain as if you're like in a video game with joysticks, and you're like, all right, now I'm in control of your motherfucker. How would you AI automate me as if I were to go to the Brian Sellers AI machine and you gave me a fucking ball with an instruction manual? What would you have me do?
Okay, I would ask you, John, within your life, with all of its strife and all of its ups and downs, financially, emotionally, psychologically, with what you know from your religious and, you know, stoic exploration and understanding of these topics, do you feel that in the future that you will become a financial success within this world, or do you believe that it's going to come to you spiritually within this world and possibly physically in the next?
Did you ask me about a next question?
I'm asking about the future because I don't really care about the past.
There is no past or future. There's only this conversation now in all of eternity.
Well, that's not true. The future comes whether you want it to or not. It's based on the
But it's
decisions
not.
you make
It's not here now. It's not here now, is it?
It's based on the decisions you make here now.
I know, but it's still a concept.
It's a concept of the choices you make.
Okay, but it still doesn't exist now, so it's thus not real now. That's why there's a sign at the top of the bar that says "Free beer tomorrow."
If I strap a bomb to a dam over a big city, and I put a 10-minute, timer on that fucking bomb on the dam, it hasn't happened yet, but I made the decision to put the bomb there.
Yeah.
So the future is inevitable. Eventually, the bomb will go off, and the town will be flooded, and people will die.
But if you were to do,
yeah, because it's still counting down. But you're telling me that the future doesn't exist, even though it's counting down to.
There's like some major construction happening outside my house, and I don't even want to look to see what it is. The point is, Doctor, tell me symbolically your database.
Symbols of my database?
Yeah, tell me what the tongue, the eye, the
my mind
nose.
symbol, my mind pyramid, like my hierarchy of needs.
No. No. Tell me a symbol like a nose. Tell me what a nose means. Because again, this goes
A
back to those.
biological holder of the olfactory system.
Okay, so a Kabbalist thinks with his nose, meaning breathe. Ruach is the spirit of life. Our thoughts are hypnosis. The Ruach is the ultimate. There's nothing more powerful than breath life.
I don't care, dude. Like you're going way over my head with this.
The point is, my stomach is bubbling, and soon I will fart. Do you know what a fart is?
Well, I mean, I never trust one.
Listen, I knew a very rich, wealthy, beautiful woman. She was so sexy, and guess what she told me one day as I was making love to her.
When she sleeps.
No, guess what? This is what she told me as I was making love to her. She said, "John, do you know what a fart is?" And I said, "What, my darling? What is a fart?" And she said, "A fart is just air passing over a turd." And then she said, "A fart.
I had a girl
Wet and lumpy."
like that. She told me a fart was a turd honking for the passing lane.
So have you ever heard me tell you my Kentucky Fried Chicken joke? It's probably the dirtiest joke I know. The only thing left to do is stick a bone back in that greasy box. Why do black people cry after sex?
I don't know.
Pepper spray.
What's the difference between a black guy and a large pizza?
The slice of the pepperoni.
A large pizza could feed a family of 4.
Do you know why they crucified Jesus?
No, why?
Because he was hung like this.
Oh, damn. He wasn't even hanged, but okay. That's such a weird word.
Yeah.
I like hanged.
Hung is a little bit like Hungarian. It's a little bit like Hun, meaning that it's like the ancestry of this great Attila the Hun. There's a power rising. I don't know if Trump is going to win because I think Alex Soros and the Clintons have the fix. So did you see Soros is engaged to
The only reason that the Democrats would win, and I don't care who the fuck they put up there, the only reason that they wanted to win is because they want America to revolt so they can put in place martial law. That's literally the Illuminati's game plan, because that's the only way Trump loses is that they want to put in martial law.
But technically, COVID-19 on March 20th of 2022 was martial law. They said businesses are closed, go home.
It was 2020.
Oh, 2020. That was the first time we ever had martial law in my life. That was wild. I got laid. I had girls come over to my house fucking in secret. They were like, "Don't tell my boss."
They love that shit.
BLM was rioting. The more businesses that got looted, the more I got fucked. The more of these hot bitches all around the world in Chicago were like, "Fuck me, baby." I was like, "Yeah, baby. I got you, baby. I love you, baby."
You know, and the sad thing was, that was the year I made the most money off of Dogecoin.
Oh,
I made
crazy.
like 80 grand off of Dogecoin.
Really?
Yeah, I bought it at like 0.0004 cents,
Mm-hmm.
and I sold it at like fucking 44 cents.
Wow. Amazing. How'd you do? Where'd you sell it?
Oh, I threw it into my not my traditional, my Roth.
No, I mean, what platform did you use to sell the Doge?
But I put it in there so it would come out.
No, what platform did you use to sell the Doge?
Because I took it from one account to the other, I actually paid less taxes on it.
Got it.
I didn't touch the money.
Got it. Anyways, Oscar really thought you sent me 500. That was pretty funny.
Dude, I spent over $4,000 last month.
Let me just tell you, I go to the grocery store near me, and there are Venezuelans sitting there pregnant in the sun, dressed like hoes with their kids. And I give them bottles of water and dollar bills, and they're like, muchas gracias, señor.
Well, there's a few people on here that are on probation, and I paid some of their probation fees so they didn't go to jail. So it is what it is. But I just did it because I was excited about turning 49 the last year. I'm in my 40s.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing it anymore. It was all leading up to my birthday, which happened last week. So I ain't doing it.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't make your Chicago dreams come true, but it's never too late for your dreams to come true.
Well, you told me not to come because you weren't going to be there. You said you were going to be in Miami.
No, man, that was me just rationalizing. Like, we talk so much. I'm like, man, I don't want to hang out with him and smoke cigarettes. I was smoking weed, bro.
So the whole reason I didn't come to Chicago was because I smoked cigarettes.
Pretty much, yeah. It's not personal. I got friends like you.
Yeah, it's your inability to control your willpower that kept me from being able to actualize time.
Can I just live a couple days? Can I just be me and you be you? We don't even know each other, man. We met randomly. Do you know how random that is?
Randomly.
I mean, I was at Benning with Tillman. I saw Tillman every day for like months, all the time. He's gone. His brother, I bought the Tillman story on DVD. His brother,
the fact that his brother had to kill him. Damn.
Anyways,
they were both Rangers in the same unit.
Did you know that his brother was a multi-million-dollar baseball player? I didn't know that.
No, he played for the Cardinals for the NFL.
Tillman, his brother. They were both professional athletes. And when Pat joined the Rangers, his younger brother followed him. And the fiance of his younger brother was like, "You son of a bitch, Pat. Don't you know your brother's going to do whatever you do, you fucker?" And his brother followed suit. And so when they killed Pat, they didn't tell the younger brother. And the brother's like, "Where's Pat? Where's Pat?" And they kept lying to him for days and days and days.
That's not how it happened.
I know, but this is what the story is that they put out.
The real story's already put out. That's
Brian,
the story.
What I'm telling you is I survived the Bush administration, and so did you.
With a group of guys in the Ranger unit, and his brother was in the vehicles in the bottom of the valley, and then they had gotten so far ahead on the ridge that when the unit at the bottom saw people way in the front, they didn't know that was still their unit, and so they opened up on their own fucking unit. Pat Tillman's brother killed Pat Tillman. Why do you think they burned his body armor and all that shit?
Yeah, I saw that. I was like, holy shit, I can't believe they fucking really tried to cover it up. That's crazy.
They tried to cover it up because his brother was the one that killed him. It was fratricide. From his brother in the same damn unit. That's why they don't let you have your brother in the same damn unit.
Yeah, I'm Somali.
And it should have been the same. It should have been under the Sullivan rule that they couldn't have done it, but they were both Rangers. Which is
Well, we're here with Dr. Brian Sellers and the John Kidder University. Welcome to House. President Oscar and Doctor in Cash and Prada. Mike Moon come up. The Mike Moon rule is in effect. 5 minutes Mike Moon rule, according to the king of Clown House, Dr. Steve Appel. And no, he's not a lawyer, but if you're looking for Dr. Steve Appel, has the law firm for you. Dr. Steve Appel is the biggest schizophrenic cigarette smoking. Got him. Got him good. Got him real good. All right, we're back. This is Air Tupac Speaks. We're here with Dr. Brian Sellers. Thank you all very little. We will call you. Don't call us. I see a lot of the same losers in this room every day. Knuckles and Royal especially, as well as Air Tupac. T-Ville, Olivia, Lay. I don't know you that. Oh, they kicked us. Troll Mall. That's what I see.
You realize I'm in that room, right?
Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah, but the only reason I'm not in that room talking is because you keep getting kicked out. You're talking to me here, and you're putting bad shit on me in there.
I know, but that's where they go bananas.
Why are you putting that on me, Ricky Bobby?
I'm not putting disrespect on Dr. Brian Seller's name. I'm trying to essentially torture the people who are already in hell.
Yeah, but you're using my name while doing so.
Well, you got manipulated. Can you blame me?
No, I mean, I'll only allow you to do it for so many times before I stop talking to you.
Oh. All right, well, how do you want to end this conversation with your good friend in Chicago?
Yeah. All right. Report on Shalom.
Report on Shalom. All right, welcome back. Report on Shalom. He's a fool. $9.9 billion. Oh my God, this been so good Lord, holy, holy, holy.
And are there none at Olympia? Have you not scorched by the heat? Are you not cramped for room? Have you not to bathe with discomfort? Are you not drenched when it rains? Have you not to endure the clamor and shouting annoyances as these? Well, I suppose you set all this over against the splendor of the spectacle and bear it patiently. What then? Have you not received powers wherewith to endure all that comes to pass? Have you not received greatness of heart, received courage, received fortitude? What care I if I am great of heart, for aught that can come to pass? What shall cast me down or disturb me? What shall seem painful? Shall I not use the power to end for which I received it, instead of moaning and wailing over what comes to pass? If what philosophers say of the kinship of God and men by evil and hard to bear, are there none at Olympia? Have you not scorched by the heat? Are you not cramped for room? Have you not to bathe with discomfort? Are you not drenched when it rains? Have you not to endure the clamor and shouting and such annoyances as these? Well, I suppose you set all this over against the splendor of the spectacle and bear it patiently. What then? Have you not received powers wherewith to endure all that comes to pass? Have you not received greatness of heart, received courage, received fortitude? What care I if I am great of heart, for aught that can come to pass? What shall cast me down or disturb me? What shall seem painful? Shall I not use the power to end for which I received it, instead of moaning and wailing over what comes to pass? If what philosophers say of the kinship of God and men by evil and hard to bear, and are there none at Olympia? Have you not scorched by the heat? Are you not cramped for room? Have you not to bathe with discomfort? Are you not drenched when it rains? Have you have to endure the clamor and shouting in such
Instances, communication is hypnosis. You are listening to the Tao Te Ching, read by John Kilmer, with background music from ancient China. Welcome to Lao Tzu's Tao Te Ching, the Book of Meaning and Life. This is John Kilmer from JohnKilmer.com with 312-498-567. I hope you enjoy my reading. Take the deepest breath of the day through your nose. Hold it for 10 seconds. Tao that can be expressed is not the eternal Tao. The intensity is not the eternal being. Our existence are equal in your heaven and earth. The existence are equal in individual beings. Therefore, lost direction towards non-existence. The sight of a miraculous essence. Direction towards existence. To the sight of spatial limitations.
Here you can see here's a plane passing by, no chemtrail. So why are these planes emitting chemtrails into the sky over Chicago all the time? Is this the Environmental Protection Agency using the Air Force to dump spray? And why do they think this is good for the ecology? Is it a scam? In my opinion, what they're doing is they're releasing some type of chemical purchased by some corporation, probably something like DuPont. But why are their planes constantly spraying?
Terrific. So let's hear it for these three guys. We got the two trainers too. Okay, so I'm going to turn it over again.
Do you live with chronic knee pain? As you age, the cartilage cushion in your knees naturally wears away, causing bone-on-bone pain.
If you've assumed a character beyond your strength, you have played a poor figure in that, and neglected one that is within your powers. Fellow, you have come to blows at home with a slave. You have turned your soul upside down, and thrown the neighborhood into confusion. Do you come to me, then, with airs of assumed modesty? Do you sit down like a sage and criticize my explanation of the readings, and whatever idle babble you say has come into my head? Have you come full of envy and dejected because nothing is sent you from home, and while the discussion is going on, do you sit brooding on nothing but how your father or your brother are disposed towards you? What are they saying about me here? About me there? At this moment, they imagine I am making progress and saying he will return perfectly omniscient. I wish I could become omniscient before I return, but that would be very troublesome. No one sends me anything. The baths at Nicopolis are dirty. Things are wretched at home and right here. Then they say nobody is any the better for the school. Who comes to the school with a sincere wish to learn, to submit his principles to correction and himself to treatment? Who, to gain a sense of his wants? Why, then be surprised if you carry home from the school exactly what you bring into it. Epictetus, I have often come desiring to hear you speak, and you have never given me any answer. Now, if possible, I entreat you, say something to me. Is there, do you think, replied Epictetus, an art of speaking as of other things? If it is to be done skillfully and with profit to the hearer, yes. And are all profited by what they hear, or only some among them? That it seems there is an art of hearing as well as of speaking. To make a statue needs skill. To view a statue aright needs skill also, admitted. And I think all will allow that one who proposes to hear philosophers speak needs a considerable training in hearing. Is that not
not so. Then tell me, on what subject are you able to hear me? Why on good and evil? The good and evil of what? A horse, an ox? No, of a man. Do we know then what man is? What his nature is? That is the idea we have of him. And are our ears practiced in any degree on the subject? Nay, do you understand what nature is? Can you follow me in any degree when I say that I shall have to use demonstration? Do you understand what demonstration is? What true or false is? Must I drive you to philosophy? Show me what good I am to do by discoursing with you. Rouse my desire to do so.
Hi everybody, this is 3956 West Dakin. This is a one-bedroom available for rent in the Irving Park neighborhood of Chicago, 1 block from the Blue Line. It's ready to go. It's move-in ready. This is the kitchen. This is the dining room.
All right, this is my part 2 video show. 2005 for $4,500. This is a 1997 BMW 540i with an M5 trim package for $4,650. 1 bath for sale on the 2nd floor outside this incredible community vegetable garden here in Jefferson Park, right on Higgins.
You listen to this song, what are you screaming about? You're supposed to be all fucking time. Fuck you.
We've all heard of the third problem.
All communication is hypnosis. In order to speak further from the truth, you guess.
It would be very easy for you because it's really similar. The same service should have been fair, but let's see what happened to the name of the cities like that.
We, instead of resisting it, the capacity to hold it. So it creates the illusion that you are body, intense physical nature. Tao is officials with her, but her TikTok is so bizarre that, like, I mean, and commentary on the I Ching helps us toward a more profound understanding of the work. Okay, hope you enjoyed that. Go to JohnKirby.com. Okay, that's a take. And we'll probably get on the Holly. Egyptian god of wisdom, magic, science, and also religion. In Coptic, Thoth. In Greek, Hermes. In Latin, Mercury.
Hey, this is John Zachary with Coldwell Banker. This is 2011 in
Would you absolutely favor the rich? Alright, thanks. Thank you. very sure that she's competent. I think the sentiment and the shift towards her would be very strong. And people will see it, they will get used to her appearing, they'll see that, oh, she's not as hateable as I thought, whatever it is, and she can do. And the thing is, her messaging, she can do the messaging that fucking Joe Biden can't do. Like, hey, by the way, you've done this, this, and this. She can keep repeating it and hammer it home. She's good about it. She can say these things, she can message and do all the things that Biden can't while still acting as president. And then Hollywood Boulevard. Can you educate your soul so that it encompasses the one without dispersing itself? Can you make your strength unitary and achieve that softness that makes you like a little child? Can you cleanse your secret scene so that it becomes free of stain? Can you love men and rule the state so that you... Ideas, all the great learning, the knowledge of the Egyptian.
Can you hear me?
John?
I'm down the street. I'll be there. I'm down the street. I'll be there in just a few minutes. If you can hang on one sec, I keep missing.
Yeah, so you need to meet me on the other street.
Can you come back maybe like in 30 minutes or an hour? Or
I can live in
can you wait 5 minutes?
Listen, I'm going to tell you where you can find me. But you need to...
I am selling this 2000 Lexus RX 300. It's in excellent condition. Let me do a walk around for you. Here's the owner's manual. You can see it's been serviced meticulously from McGrath Lexus out in Hinsdale. All the records from all the different scheduled maintenances. With a thorough cleaning. Custom floor mats, weather, maybe the day you purchase the vehicle if you'd like. West Belmont, Chicago, Illinois 60657. 4,000 square feet of office space for lease. Call 424-212-9965 or email john.zachary@cvexchange.com and ask for John Zachary at Coldwell Banker. First and second floor units can be rented together or separately. Commercial space ideal for retail or office users. Both first floor and second floor are fully rehabbed. Great exposure on Belmont Avenue in close proximity to 4 famous theater productions.
It's a big moving project. estate, the cash. But the interior looks awesome, doesn't it? Really comfy leather. This one cars, what kind of cars? 95. Here's the beautiful living room. Incredible amount of windows and light space. Here is premium kitchen. All beautiful white granite countertops. Really high-end range stove.
And like it's been training for me.
And it's like, you called me. I was just chilling. Out in the wilderness.
And I showed him something, and I'm going to show it to you right now. If you're not ready, you're going to stay pretending that you're just a little.
Because what it is a kind of refresher or reminder.
Disgusting. Talk that's possible. Oh, how much would you call it? And this is a country.
Medically veiled.
For a bit.
I weren't.
I grew out there cracking heads to find out who did this. Well, we know what that is. You know, wish they were never born. My nephew running things. Not that students. Not in this life.
Understand you.
Fucking visitation put me on your visitors list. Just be careful. These worthless folks listen to everything. My nephew's visiting his uncle. Uncle loves him. I can let me say to you. So many tragedies and near tragedies that don't close to you, huh? Don't be so fucking smart. Things could be the other way, my little nephew. It was only shit I'm hearing about your heart. This problem you and me had. I want you to know your mother had nothing to do with it. She's dead to me. She's a sick woman. She don't have all the knowledge. Fuck you, kid. Tell me that people are talking. An old woman is an asshole like you. Not half so bad as certain rumors floating around this place about you. Tony Soprano likes to fluff up his mother's pillow so she can get a nice long sleep. Who said that? You want to make all this nonsense disappear? Make peace with her. It'll look like no bad blood. Good for all of us. No fucking way. You told him fuck Bacala. I'm looking out for his mouth hole. I want to see him tomorrow. You tell my uncle he gets to keep 5% of his shine. The sports betting. Same with the coke. It's a joint finish union, it's all his. Okay? The boxes is very important. He also gets to keep his stripes. far as the feds are concerned, they got most of the family in jail, awaiting trial, and if they hear different, it creates confusion. Guys, now as far as the rest of everything that Junior owned, it's now mine. Did you do what I asked? What did you ask me to do? You know, make peace. That's enough of that shit. That woman is dead to me. You let it go. Why the fuck should I? She's my brother's wife. She doesn't realize what she says half the time. Let's put our guns on the table here. I heard your radio tape. You one of those tapes the feds made at Green Grove. She doesn't know what she's saying half the time. But which half did you listen to? The half that doesn't make any sense? Or half that we both know played you like a fucking child? Nobody played me. She didn't know that she was setting you up to get popped. That's right. Your uncle isn't as dumb as you think. You, that miserable fuck-out Jerry. A rat bastard. All of my capos meet behind my back. You let second dogs lie, okay?
So they got the whole fucking Federal Plaza down. I can't get parking. Meanwhile, these who is the most powerful person in America? You have an in-unit espresso maker. US Theater Production Studios and CTA Public Transport. Top floor has a separate entrance and can suit either commercial or residential uses. CrossFit Defined Gym is in the rear warehouse area building. There's 1,800 square feet on the bottom and 1,800 square feet on the top units. $4,000 a month for the bottom and $4,000 for the top. And we'll give a good deal if you take both the top and the bottom. The available section is 2 floors. First is open space with 2 bathrooms and a private room that can be used either as a kitchen or a private office. The storefront has smaller windows, but excellent condition and brand new hardwood floors. The second level can be combined, but are completely separate. Have Okay, this is
There's a thing in your jab?
Okay, it's 7:11, 24, 10:31.